let's talk about the brain. How to create a happy brain. 5 little things. And these could be things that you might want to use as a 30-day challenge, for example. So first of all, and these were developed by a man named Sean Achor, and you have his book in your book list. He wrote a book called The Happiness Advantage, and these are little things. And he has a wonderful, amusing talk on TED Talks, if you want to look it up. His name is Achor. So the 3 gratitudes, every night, every day, at some point, write down 3 things that you are grateful for in the last 24 hours. And see if you can find different things every day. Because you need to retrain your brain, or train your brain to focus and scan for what is working and what is good. So right now, I'd like you to turn to the person beside you. And if there's an odd number at your table, you can just do this in 3, or look at the next table if there's somebody. And I'd like you to take turns. I'm going to give you 60 seconds. I'm going to time you. 60 seconds for back and forth, what I am grateful for today. All right? Back and forth. See how many you can come up with going back and forth in the next 60 seconds. Please, go. How many of you got 3 or more in that short time? Very good. How about 5 or more? 7 or more? Wow, 10? All right. So it isn't difficult, right? What might be difficult is to go looking after days 5, 6, 7, and 8 for new things that you're grateful for. But I invite you, it's a simple thing, simple little practice that you can do to begin to train your brain for optimism, which will lengthen your life. And not to mention impact in a positive way the people around you. So that's the first one. Secondly, the doubler. So the doubler is to take what is one meaningful experience that you have had over the last 24 hours and write it down in great detail, using as many of your senses as you can make relevant to the situation. And every day you write down something else that was meaningful for you today. And writing it down, and writing it down with all the senses will double the experience and the potency of that experience for you. All right, so now I'd like you to choose a different person this time. You might have to move around at your table or turn to a different table. Find someone else, and will you tell that person what is one experience that you've had that is meaningful, let's say over the past 24 hours here at the conference or whatever you ended up doing. I'm asking you to move around a little bit. Just notice your resistance to making any kinds of changes, even simple things like this for some of us. And I know you're thinking, oh, it's late, I don't feel like it. And you don't, it's true. And just notice, it takes a lot for us to make changes. It just takes so much for us as adults. So number 3. The fun 15. 15 minutes of active fun each day. Whatever that looks like for you, playing with your grandchild, taking the dog for a walk, whatever that is, doing sports, going for a run, whatever that looks like for you. 15 minutes, not a long time. You can do it from the workplace, usually at noontime or in your breaks or whatever, right? 15 minutes a day, doesn't have to be at work, but it could be. The ripple effect. This is one of my personal favorites. I'm working on this one myself right now. The way this one works is you're just going to smile at people. But you're not going to just smile at people. You're going to smile at people for 3 seconds until they see you seeing them. Okay? I'd like you. Now, 3 seconds is a significant amount of time, you know, and there's right? There's a that goes on when you look at someone for 3 seconds. So I'm going to ask you to try this out, not at your table because you've done all that already. Stand up for a moment, please. Just 60 seconds. And just move away from where you are and do this with someone else a couple of times. Smile at someone 3 seconds and then move on. It is possible for some people that you may not see a single solitary soul on some particular days. And if that is true and you want to keep doing this, what you must do is you take a pencil And you got a pen or something there? Put it in between your teeth, like this. Do it right now. Go ahead. And notice, you end up smiling, and physiologically, this has the same impact. You don't have to really feel good. You just have to smile. At the next meeting, when everybody's upset about whatever, you might want to say, stick your pencil in your mouth and smile at each other. But it does work. It works on our system on a physiological level, the ripple effect, right? And I mean, it's fun for me. When I'm out on the street, I just smile, and they don't expect it, right? But there's a connection because you're smiling for 3 seconds, and people feel it. It's almost visceral. So that's the ripple effect. And finally, charge your battery. So I've done this one myself for 60 days, and it's writing a note to someone with a thank you, with an acknowledgement, with what it is that they have nurtured you with or how they have contributed to your life. But it's a different person every day. Now, for the first 20 days, it's easy because, there's those people. But after that, I'm going to my bank people, I'm going to the newspaper delivery person, and, I'm looking for what it is I'm grateful, what it is I can acknowledge with all those people. So again, it's a powerful way to train your brain. So, 5 little things that you might want to experiment with in order to create a happy brain.